I bought a new car. Looks nice. The weather is gorgeous today. Let's go for a walk. It was really expensive and only a few people in the city have one. Looks nice. We should go to the park. It cost £100,000. Wow, that's a lot. Yeah, and I also went on 10 holidays. Bye. Talking about yourself is an important skill. It could be for a job interview, or it could be at a networking event, or simply meeting new friends. Someone could ask you, tell me about yourself. How do you see yourself? Or tell me about yourself in 3 words. Pretentious. Pretentious. This is when a person seems to be more important than they actually are. Maybe they have a new fancy car and they want you to be impressed. Maybe they've had a job promotion and they feel really important and they want you to make them feel special and say, you're amazing, you're so wonderful. What do you want to have for lunch? What do you want to have for lunch? What do you want to have for lunch? Pizza! Calm. A calm person is someone that doesn't worry so much and doesn't let stress get in the way. So if you have an exam or you have a meeting, or even when you have to meet new people, sometimes it's quite easy to feel stressed and anxious, but if you can be calm, then you can be more focused, you can allow your natural personality to come out, and it helps with other qualities as well. If you can be calm in a stressful situation, you can think clearly, you can strategize, you can think about, okay, I need to do this, this, and this, and you're more effective. So especially in the workplace, being calm can be a good thing because you are often having to multitask many different things. So if you can keep calm, you can be more focused and you can do your job better. Can I help you with your bags? I'm okay there, young man. I'll help you with your bags. No, it's okay. Let me help you with your bags. It's okay. Compassionate is to be kind and caring towards other people, especially when they are having a difficult time. So when you are compassionate, you may donate to charity. Even if you don't donate money, you could donate your time. It could be towards people, it could be towards animals, it could be even in a one-off situation where you see an elderly person who is struggling to carry the bags and you offer to help them. You could hold the door open because you see someone struggling to walk. When you're compassionate, you're showing some care and some kindness to another person. Excuse me, waiter, there's a fly in my soup. Don't worry, he won't eat much. Being assertive means that you can express your ideas, your opinions without offending other people. If you are talking with a group of people and lots of people are talking, and if you are assertive, you can respond to the other people, but you can also present your own ideas. Being assertive also means if you are in a restaurant and someone brings you food, and if the waiter brings you food and there's something wrong with the meal, often in the UK, people would just suffer and wouldn't complain and would just eat the food. But being assertive means telling the waiter, excuse me, I don't think this chicken is cooked properly. Would you mind checking it and changing it, please? So here you're being assertive and you're not just suffering and eating the chicken and getting food poisoning, but you're expressing your opinions in a polite way. Why so serious? Not today. Today I'm laid back. laid back, laid back. This is when you don't get stressed and you are calm. So if you have a test tomorrow, a laid back person may say, oh, don't worry about it, it will be okay. So being laid back can be a good thing. It can also be a negative thing if you are too laid back. And being laid back, you can maybe see this in someone's appearance. Maybe they are wearing flip-flops or they like to wear shorts. But it can also be in their personality. So if they are laid back, they're very calm, they don't get stressed about things, and often they're quite easy to talk to, and they can be good listeners as well. 2 plus 2 doesn't equal 5. I'm not always right, but when I'm not, I'm still not wrong. What? Arrogant. Arrogant. An arrogant person thinks they are better than other people. If a person is arrogant, then they would show this by not allowing other people to talk in a conversation. They would steer the conversation towards themselves all of the time. So they think that they are smarter than another person or better, and they want to show that. It's quite a negative trait. So how does it feel to win the Premier League? Yeah, it's good, but it's all about the team. How does it feel to win the Champions League, the World Cup, the Euros? Yeah, it's good, but it's all about the team. And how does it feel to win the Golden Boot? You scored the most amount of goals this season. You scored 100 goals. How does that feel? But it's all about the team. Being humble means that you don't think that you are better than other people and you don't show off. I think it's quite rare that a person would call themselves humble, but another person may call you humble. So you may be compassionate and helpful and kind, but you don't go around telling other people, hey, I helped this person today, look how humble I am. So that defeats the purpose. So a humble person, and you can think about people in your life or celebrities or people in media, and if you think about the actions that they take, so they're not looking for praise, but that's a byproduct. So that happens naturally by being humble. Creative. This is someone that thinks differently. It can be in different ways. It could be art, you could be a painter, you could be an artist, you could be a musician, so you like to create things. But even within analytical subjects like science or maths, I believe you have to be creative. I think being creative and analytical goes hand in hand. There's a Leonardo da Vinci quote that I really liked, which is to study the art of science and to study the science of art. So when you're being creative, it could even be in your fashion sense. Are you doing something differently? Are you wearing mismatched socks? Do you want to express yourself differently? It could be with your hairstyle. It could be with the clothes that you wear. It could be with many different aspects, not just thinking about music or art. Determined. Determined. This is when you don't let any difficulties stop you from doing something that you want to. It could be education. Maybe you are trying to study. Even learning English, you have to be determined because it's not easy. So you have to be determined and keep going, keep practicing, keep learning, and eventually you will get to your goal. To be determined is a good thing because it shows that you're not going to give up. Proactive. Proactive. I think this is a really nice word. This is when you take action before a problem happens. So if you know you have a test in a month's time, Rather than studying the night before, you can say, right, I'm going to be proactive and I'm going to study half an hour or an hour every day. It could be things to do with your health. You could eat healthily, have good sleep, go to the doctor regularly for checkups, go to the dentist regularly. So you're proactive with your health. This shows that you don't need someone to tell you. So when you were a child, your parents had to tell you to brush your teeth, to do your homework. But now, as you get older, you can start to be more proactive. So you can think about, what do I need to do next to help myself? There's a nice expression which is, prevention is better than cure. So it's better to be proactive and think about, how can I improve my life before it gets so bad, and then you have to think about the cure. Being respectful. This is when you are kind and being polite to others. It's an important quality, especially in the workplace. If you are respectful, it means that you will listen to other people's point of view. You won't just say, my way is right and you have to listen to me. So it shows good communication skills. So you're able to understand what the other person wants. You're able to listen to their point of view. Empathetic. Empathetic. This is when you understand and share the feelings of others. So you feel it inside. If someone is suffering, if you see a homeless person on the street, you wouldn't just be considerate and offer to help. You would really feel sad and you would identify with their emotions. So being empathetic is good because you truly help that other person, because you feel their emotions. And it can be for positive emotions as well. If someone is happy and you're empathetic, you would feel that happiness, so it's almost reflected back. So being empathetic can be a good thing because you are relating to the other person, or as a human being, you can develop a deeper connection to the other person. Analytical. Analytical. This means that you can look at a problem carefully and come up with a solution. Being analytical would mean that you wouldn't be stressed. You can look at a problem logically, you can break it down. It could be, for example, maybe you want to lose weight. So you could be analytical. You could come up with a menu. You could come up with an exercise schedule. So you could say, on Monday, I will eat this and I will do this type of exercise. And if it's not working, then you can go back to the drawing board, have another look at it and say, okay, maybe I need to change my workout, maybe I need to change my diet. So if you are analytical, you can reach your goal, you can solve the problem quicker. Adventurous. Adventurous. An adventurous person is someone that likes to try new things and maybe take risks. They may like to go bungee jumping or skydiving, or it could just be trying different foods. You have some people that stick to the same routine of eating the same food. But if you are adventurous, you like to try new things, maybe travel to new places. If you tell someone that I'm adventurous, it sounds quite exotic, but you have to have the evidence to back that up. You can't say, I'm adventurous, I went to a new shopping center last week. So that doesn't sound as glamorous. Stingy. Stingy. This is a person that doesn't like to spend money. If you go to the pub and everyone is buying rounds, so this is when people would take it in turns to buy a drink, the stingy person may leave it to the last round to buy a drink, because as people drink more, they would stop drinking, so that person would pay less. It's not just cost cutting, but it's to the extreme. If everyone is contributing money to buy a present for someone. A stingy person would contribute the least possible amount. Honest. An honest person is someone that tells the truth. So this means that they can be trusted. If you are seen to be an honest person at work, this can be a good thing because the manager and people would trust you, and then they would start to give you more responsibility. Charming. A charming person is someone that is likable and other people like to be around this person. It could be because they give compliments. Maybe they are a good listener, maybe they're respectful. So here you can see some adjectives can go together. You can use them together. So if someone is charming, they know how to speak to people. A person could be a charmer. Now this has a negative connotation. So a charmer is someone that can manipulate other people. So they would be nice to people, maybe to get money or maybe to increase their social status, but they don't really care about the other person. Optimistic. A person that is optimistic is someone that thinks that good things will happen. If you are optimistic, you can think, yes, I am going to get fit. I am going to improve my English. So being optimistic means that you are full of energy, you know something good will happen. The opposite to being optimistic is pessimistic. A pessimistic person is someone that always thinks something negative will happen. For example, if it's raining outside, a pessimistic person may say, it's raining outside, there's no point in going for a walk. However, an optimistic person may say, let's take an umbrella and let's go for a walk anyway because it's good for our health. Clumsy. A clumsy person is someone that is not coordinated. They may drop things all the time. They may bump into things. And sometimes a clumsy person may still be really smart, really intelligent, but they may be thinking about other things. So a clumsy person, for example, if you're carrying something on a tray or a cup of tea and you may drop it, or you may bump into things, or you may take if you're driving, you may take wrong turns all the time and have to reverse the car and go back where you came from. Practical. This means that you are sensible and realistic. If you know that you want to improve in a certain area, by being practical means that you can make plans. It's not something which is a wish or a hope that this would happen. If you are practical, you can take steps to make this happen. Also, a practical person can be good with things like fixing the computer, fixing electrical items, or fixing things around the house, or fixing things with a car. Being practical as opposed to being theoretical means that you are good at using your hands to fix and solve problems. Generous. A generous person is someone that gives or shares more than that is expected. So if they're donating money or donating their time, they would give more than is expected. If you are going to a party, rather than just bringing something small, they would bring something more than is expected. If you go to someone's house and they keep giving you food and desserts without you asking, they are being very generous. Cheerful. A cheerful person is someone that is positive and optimistic. They may be smiling all the time. They may be thinking about the positive things. If things are going wrong and you are able to be cheerful, you can turn that situation around, or you can make it not feel as bad. So a cheerful person is someone that is happy, that is positive, that thinks, yes, I can make this work, I can improve the situation. Impatient. Impatient. An impatient person, that is someone that does not like to wait. Maybe they are in a queue and they're getting very impatient. Even if there's only 2 people in the queue, they can feel very impatient. Everything has to be done now, 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 immediately, as soon as possible. You could be impatient to be fit, or you could be impatient to have a certain amount of money, or have a certain car, a certain object, which is only natural. But if you are too impatient, this can lead to extra anxiety and extra worry. So you can see here how some of these adjectives balance each other out. You can be laid back, but you could be too laid back. You could be impatient, but you could be too impatient. But these are some nice adjectives to use. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of this lesson. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, please click on the subscribe button. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day. I will see you in the next lesson. Bye-bye.